Ayo, what's going on, fellas? So today, decided to make a little video. Just came back from church, you know what I'm saying? You already know. Um, but yeah, so today's video, I'm gonna be titling this video, I got flaked on, what do I do now? So let's say a girl you were messaging, maybe some time ago, you guys were planning on going out on a date, right? Having drinks, whatever, right? And then the day of the date comes and she doesn't text you back, she doesn't hit you up, she leads you on. So maybe you guys agree that you're gonna meet at so and so place, and then she changes her mind all of a sudden. Now, guys, girls are gonna flake. Like, I'm gonna just straight, before I even get into the video, girls will always flake on you. And that's a fact. That's just the game, right? Girls will always flake on you no matter what. So I'm going to be explaining how you can prevent that, like how to prevent flakes, never get flakes ever fucking again, okay? Now, number three, I'm going to start, actually, no, number one. Number one is you want to build some sort of comfort, right, with her before the date. So let's say you guys are talking, let's say Tinder, right? Your goal is to get her on a FaceTime call, right? So you're trying to get her number. You're trying to get off the app as soon as possible, right? Because you don't want to be going back and forth, back and forth. And trust me, guys, I've made this mistake over and over and over again. And it became insanity because I was constantly trying to spend as much time as possible on the app to talk whatever, whatever we're talking about, just to get her comfortable, right? But see, guys, that's the wrong idea. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to be sending more than 3 to 4 messages, actually. Nowadays, I just send one message, and my message is, "Hey, what's your number?" Like, and right away, I get to the point. I get to really filter out the girls that really want to see me or really want to waste my time, right? So I send that message, and that's a little game for y'all. So I recommend you guys try it out too. Try to limit the amount of messages back and forth on Tinder or any other dating app, even Instagram. Try your best not to talk too much, and your goal is to get her on a FaceTime call. Now, once you get her number and she agrees to FaceTime, just FaceTime her. Like, if she's not doing anything, FaceTime her. And yeah, and on the FaceTime call, all you gotta do is just keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Do not ramble on about, who you are, where you're from, and stuff. I mean, you're gonna give her scraps, essentially. You're gonna give her just a little bit of taste of your lifestyle and who you are as a person. It's best to keep it short, guys, because you don't want to reveal too much. So if you do, then you guys won't basically have anything to talk about when you meet up. Therefore, she won't have a reason to actually meet you, right? So you don't want to give her too much. And you just ask her, hey, where you from? What part of the city you're from? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? And keep it short. You don't have to go overboard with all this stuff. And then as soon as she answers all that questions, she answers you questions back. And then you bring up the main question, which is, what time are you free for drinks? Whatever you want to do, whatever activity you guys want to do, set that up right away. Okay, right after. You don't want to waste too much time. And I even had a story on this, actually, because a girl wanted to keep me on FaceTime, and she was rambling on, rambling on. I was like, okay, I need to go. I got my stuff to do. I can't stay on the phone with you too long. So let me get to the point. You know what I'm saying? I had to cut it off short because she was trying to extract a lot of information from me, and I thought it was unnecessary, right? I was like, let's just talk about this on a date. Let's not kill the mystery. I'll see you in person, and we're going to have a much better conversation. So, because I'm busy, you know what I'm saying? I can't be on the phone too long, right? So she's like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So guys, I suggest you do the same. Get to the point, set the date on a FaceTime call. And if she is not willing to get on a FaceTime call with you, then she might be low interest and she probably will flake on you. Because if a girl can't even jump on FaceTime with you, why would she even see you in person? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of odd, you know what I'm saying, that she wouldn't commit to that. So it is a red flag. It is something that you need to be aware of. And possibly she might not show up on the date just because she didn't jump on a FaceTime call with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there because I've been through it, right? Just letting you know. So jump on a FaceTime call. That's not step number one. Always build comfort to reduce the flake rate. Now, step two is you got to set more dates. You got to set multiple dates on that same day. So I go by the principle, I have to, like, for me, I message a whole lot of girls like every week, like, to set dates, you know what I'm saying? Because, girls are busy, I'm busy, we're not gonna always be seeing, we're not gonna be always have the option of seeing each other right away. So what do? I have an abundance mindset, right? I'm not gonna be waiting on her maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. I'm gonna be trying to set dates with new people that I find interesting, right? And that's just the game, guys. Like, you guys gotta really think about having that abundance and not worrying too much about that one girl you talked to maybe 2 days ago that may not seem too interested. You guys can talk to more people. There's no rule where you can't talk to more people because a girl decides to put you on hold. Flip the script, guys. That's what I'm teaching you guys on here, on this channel. Like, flip the script, put the power back in your hands. Try to set multiple dates with other girls, okay, that you find interesting, and try to set it on the same time, even same date. And then at the end of all of that, you get to choose what girl you want to hang out with, right? Same with the girl. She's doing the exact same thing. The reason why these girls are flaking on you is because they're sizing you up. They're sizing you up with other guys that they have in mind to hang out with, right? So they're constantly sizing you up. So they're going to be choosing who's the best option. Am I going to pick Kevin, car salesman Kevin, has kind of like a cute smile. Oh, he has a nice body. Or am I going to pick, Tyler, bodybuilder, six-figure earner. Oh, I'm going to go with Tyler because Tyler seems more available. He seems more cool and laid back, and I'm kind of more attracted to him, to be honest. That's what's going through a girl's mind. She's always choosing the better option. She can pick and choose whoever she wants. A 5 or 6 on Tinder has a lot of options, guys. You guys got to realize 5 or 6, it might not be the most attractive female, but she still has multiple different options to choose from. So guys, don't be ashamed. Don't be let down if girl flakes on you because she has multiple options. That's why I'm coming on here teaching you to flip the script, to get multiple options so that you can choose who you want to go on a date with and you're not in scarcity. Okay? So 3. Oh yeah, and honestly, I have a story with that actually. So basically, I had a date with this girl, right? Set for Saturday yesterday, and she did not, like, she wanted to hang out with me, but she wanted to hang out with a friend of mine as well. So she wanted to set up a double date kind of thing. So I said, okay, this is interesting because not really go on double dates that often. But I said, you know what? Cool. So I asked for a number. She didn't give me her number. So I was like, okay, red flag, right, guys? So I was like, all right, cool. So instead, she instantly Instagram FaceTimed me, which this was taking place in Instagram DM. So I asked for a number in Instagram, and she hit me up with the FaceTime on IG. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And guys, like, I had no idea she was gonna FaceTime me right that second. I was actually on the fucking toilet taking a shit, and she she decided to fucking FaceTime me. So I was like, all right, cool. So she probably knew I was taking a shit. Who knows? But she came on here and was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable hanging out with you alone. I need my friend. I'm like, okay, weird, but all right. So I'm like, all right, double dating. So we set up the time. What she did was, I set up a time for 7, 7:30, right? And it's kind of out of my reach too. It was in a different city. It was in downtown, and that's kind of like I have to kind of travel. But my boy had a place, right? So that, we could pull them, we can have a couple drinks at his condo. So I was like, all right, if I'm coming, I have to make sure I have some sort of place to pull back to, so we can get it get it popping. You know what I'm saying? So I set up the date for 7:30. She fucking rescheduled my ass. She said, "Oh, can we do 9?" I'm like, I didn't reply. She triple texted me and then said, "Hey, can we reschedule for another day?" And I said, this bitch had the real audacity to switch the time on me and then altogether just cancel the date. And she didn't even give me a good reason. She just said, "Can we just reschedule?" And guys, do not fall for that shit. Don't reschedule, because you're a high value male. You don't need to reschedule nothing. So I said, fuck that. I don't have time to reschedule for another date, because I don't know what myself. I myself don't know when I'll be free again, because I'm not taking that bullshit. Like, why are you canceling on me out of nowhere, right? She said, "Oh, I guess this wasn't meant to be, since you don't have free time to reschedule." I left that bitch on red and I unfollowed. Like, I really don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for female manipulation like that. Girls trying to manipulate me, trying to think, "Oh, maybe he's free this time." I ain't fucking free that time, man. Like, these girls try to do the most, trying to test your value and all that bullshit. And I'm just not having it. I just don't want to deal with that. So I canceled the date. I was like, fuck this, unfollow. You're not worth my time. Disrespecting my time and shit. Like, no, we're not having that. So guys, that was the story. Girls, so what happened with that girl? That girl probably had a better option, and she picked that option and left me in the dust, right? That's hypergamy for you. So, I mean, it happens, guys. I get flaked on. A lot of guys I know get flaked on. A lot of more attractive guys get flaked on. You know what I'm saying? It's the name of the game. So the last tip is, guys, deal with high interest girls. And that girl that I was dealing with on the FaceTime and all that bullshit, that wanted a double date with me, she was not high interest, because she turned down meeting me one-on-one. And what I don't understand is, it's not like I'm some random dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I built my profile on Instagram to where I am seen as an authority figure, right? I have girls, in my Snap stories. I have high quality photos and my follower count, and I got my business set up. I got my bio set up nicely, more and really professional. So I ain't seen as no regular dude with no face, right? And I said, "Hey, let's hang out at the bar." And she said, "No, I don't feel comfortable." I was like, "What does that mean?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just off. If a girl was high interest, she wouldn't make any excuses like that. Like, it's kind of a dumb excuse she gave me. She's like, "Oh, my friend's in the area." So I'm like, okay, this bitch probably want free drinks out of me too. Like, again, not really high interest. If she was high interest, she would have met me out. She wouldn't have changed the time of the date. And on top of that, she wouldn't have rescheduled for no reason. She didn't even give me a good reason. She didn't have to. I'm just saying, if she was high of interest, I wouldn't have to deal with any of that, right? And I want you guys to deal with girls the same way. Like, I want you guys to only deal with girls that are high interest, because once you deal with girls like that, let's say I were to reschedule, right? Right away, that decreases my value, right? She's gonna obviously think, "Oh, okay, this guy has lots of time, he has no options. He's willing to wait on me. So that means this guy has no girls. He has no options. He really wants me." And then she's gonna start pulling back, right? That girl had low interest. She's gonna constantly toy with me, and then I really encourage you guys to, like, stay away from girls like that will waste your time, because you can put that time into building your business, building out your profiles, setting up photography sessions with your local photographer to improve your Instagram page, and so forth. There's no point in dealing with girls like that. That girl's interest level was probably at a 6, to be honest. And you're dealing with girls that are low interest. It's just a headache. It's just overall headache, guys. You don't want to deal with that. You're going to be constantly butting heads. You know, she might turn out to be masculine. She probably not even being her feminine the whole time, and the entire date. She probably on her phone, texting. Like, if I went out with this girl, if I managed to go out with this girl would probably have her phone out, texting on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Just outright disrespectful. So, guys, know your value as a man. You don't want to have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with that. Okay, guys? And that's that, bro. That's that. So, that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what video topics you want me to talk about next. And of course, if you want to email me personally, the email link is below, terencexbiz@gmail.com. If you guys want to DM me on Instagram, my link is also below. So DM me there, and we can do one-on-one coaching or consultation call. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, boys.